Have a message on your heart that you wish to communicate. That's why a lot of people come to Flourish Writers. Or have you been trying to communicate your message, but you're feeling stuck? That happens to a lot of us. I talk to writers every day, Christian communicators who are like, I started off with such a great idea, but now I'm feeling a little bit uncertain where I am. Or you just don't know what to do next. Because oftentimes, this wasn't what you were trained for. It's a big new thing that you're undertaking. And you have this sneaking suspicion that someone might be able to help you figure that out. How do you get your message out into the world? These are all common concerns that we come to when we are new to the writing life or just starting to show up as a communicator. If you're looking for clarity, a plan of action, and a community of writer friends cheering you on, then this may be your place. Here's a fun picture from our in-person meetup just south of Atlanta, Georgia this year. And so much fun to see friends. The picture actually went much wider than this, but this is what I could fit in the screen. So much fun to meet up in person with friends that we've seen online. Some of them for years have been part of the Academy and Flourish Writers for years. Why did Jenny and I create the Academy? It's what we wanted when we first answered the call to share our message. We started off, probably like you, with a nudge from the Holy Spirit to share our God stories, to encourage people that the Word of God is living and active and it shows up in our lives today. And when we started doing that, we just started looking around for, okay, how? So many questions. And we just started figuring it out. When we gained experience and clarity, we were like, wow, if somebody had given us like a place where we could come and figure this all out with a guide, with guides who have been there before, and with colleagues who would cheer us on, man, that would have been sweet. So that's basically what the Academy is. It's our space that we created for Christian communicators to help you gain clarity and meet your goals. So it's not a membership, it's not a course, it's not even a group program. So what is it exactly? Well, that's what I'm going to describe in the next few minutes as we are here together. It's a 12-month immersive experience with a small community of like-minded writers who are committed to making big strides in their writing journey this year. For most people, when they join the Academy, it's their first, maybe early on, decision to get serious, to really put in the time and commit to their writing life. Or maybe you've been doing that for a long time, but maybe you've been doing it alone and you're looking for some companionship because, oh my word, the energy of having running partners is real. That's how you get to the finish line. One of our Flourish Writers students says, I always wanted to write a book, but I never really thought I would. Then God called me to write my hard story about healing from sexual abuse. I had no idea where to start, and if it was even possible. Then God led me to Flourish Writers, where I found all the support I needed. And what a joy for us to walk alongside Nancy and see this book come to life. She's done such a beautiful job, and you will find that on Amazon if you go take a look. Nancy continues between the classes, the encouragement from Mindy and Jenny, the critiques, and getting to know other people in the Academy who are either accomplished authors or wannabe writers and authors like I was. It was just worth its weight in gold. And this year, 2023, I was able to publish my book, Heart Mending. I could not have done it without Flourish Writers. We're so proud of you, Nancy. And those of you here wondering if this is for you, if the Academy is for you, we would love to see you featured on this in the future when you finally have what you need to accomplish those dreams, to see those dreams come to life. So I'm just going to walk you through how the Academy will help you do this. One of our pillars is clarity. And the core of clarity for us each year is the Writer's Life Planning Guide. And we created this over the course of several years. It really consolidated the way that Jenny and I plan and how we approached our writing life. And so we turned it into a process. We are systems thinkers, we're process thinkers. We like to make things doable and we like to make them work so that you just have a foundation of clarity. Because if you don't know exactly what you're aiming for, then you don't know if you hit the mark or not. And we want to remove that cloudiness, that fogginess, that uncertainty, and really make it clear for you. So it guides you to plan. The Writer's Life Planning Guide guides you to plan with easy steps so that your goals and actions are organized all in one place. And so it's beautifully designed, custom designed by our designer with a color interior. And we just start at the beginning each year. People who are in the academy year after year go through this process again and again, because you always want to come back to the Lord and just say, what is my vision? And what is my plan for this year? We provide goal planning maps that help you break down big goals and identify the resources you need. What do I need to learn? What are the resources that I need? Who are the people who are going to help me? And what is the support that I need to be able to achieve this goal? We use 90-day planning. So we divide the year into 4 quarters that are 3 months each. And so we plan with a smaller horizon so that we don't get too overwhelmed, because in each quarter, we're going to make a plan, break that down into months, break that down into weeks, and then we review that so that you can plan the next set of 90 days. And we teach you all of this. If you're looking at this and thinking, oh, I'm not a planner. Oh my goodness, I've tried this and it hasn't worked. I can promise you, my friend, that we get people all the time in the academy who are like, it finally clicked. Thank you, Mindy and Jenny, it finally clicked. So we will support you to create your plans for the month. You just get one key focus. You got your goals and action steps. Then when you have time to work on your writing projects, you know what you're doing because you have something in your calendar that starts with an action verb. Inside the Writer's Life Planning Guide, we have weekly planning pages that help you put your plan into action and keep track of what you accomplished. Because often people say, I didn't realize I had accomplished so much until I actually did my review. We also include one of our favorite resources, the much loved Writer's Block Remedy Kit. And that includes a spiritual battle plan and soul care remedies, where you remove your limiting beliefs and remove those barriers. We offer tons of hands-on planning support inside the academy because we know that this is often a really intimidating part of the writing life, but believe me, can you believe me that it would be fun? And you will actually come to love this part of the writing life. We offer planning support in a variety of ways. This is just some of our students who have expressed their gratitude and their excitement for ways that they have overcome and things they've learned. In the academy, we get to share together lots of ahas. It is so much fun. All right, so we've got the clarity piece inside the academy. We also work, another one of our pillars is to grow in your craft. So what does that mean? First of all, we focus on tools and resources. Oftentimes you just need to know, what do I need? You want a vetted list of the place you need to go. Like, I don't want to spend 5 years on Google reading all the reviews. Just tell me, you guys have tested it. What do you like and why? What's going to work for me? So you will find that inside our private community space. And every year we have mentors, a different set of mentors. This is the 2024 group of mentors. We're so thrilled to invite Sandra Dalton Smith, Mary Kay and Sandy, who are the Off Social girls, Ann Croker, Tiffany Bloom, and Kathy Lip. We are thrilled for you to spend time with these mentors, asking them questions, mining from their great depth of wisdom, as they are all accomplished professionals as Christian communicators in our space in this day and age. So we are thrilled to get to introduce them to you and they become resources for you as well. Marie Polachek is one of our students who says, I love how Flourish has helped me hone my writing skills. There's so much to learn, but honestly, the practice of writing only improves with the practice of writing. I'm so glad to have found Flourish. Looking forward to becoming a better writer. And Marie has published her own book. She's also been a contributor to the Chicken Soup series, and that has been such a real confidence builder for her. She loves working with their editors, and she's had such a great experience. So you will meet people who have experience in different forms of publication, and they share with you. It's such a generous, generous place. Marie says, amazingly, I will be published in the March, April, and July Chicken Soup for the Soul books released this year. Absolutely. That's been so fun to watch Marie be successful there. So we've got clarity, we've got craft, and another one of our pillars is coaching, because you've got to know how to improve, get questions answered, and just know what's going on. So we have monthly meetings for accountability, encouragement, and support in our group coaching. We also provide a nifty tool called Video Ask, and that comes straight to Jenny and me. And you can provide it's a little video chat back and forth. And just when you have a quick question, you don't need to set up a whole coaching call or something like that, but you just want something, and we jump on there and make sure that you've got it figured out. We also provide a couple specific type of coaching calls within the Academy each year. And one of those is called Hot Seat Coaching. Jenny loves this time to work with specific problems and issues, just anything that you're having questions about, to work through your issues in the course of a coaching call. And then everybody learns as you learn and get specific answers to your questions. We also have the critique editing group, and that's a ton of fun for me. We get to look into the nitty-gritty of your writing. So everybody has a chance to submit pieces, and I review them live online and provide just feedback, ways to improve, things to think about. And I can be a cheerleader and a coach and a little bit of both. So that is such a great way to grow. Another one of our pillars in the Academy is, of course, community. And this is because you want to find your writing partners. You want to find your people. And so we provide a private community space that is off social media. It's where we gather all day, every day, as much as you want to make use of it for conversations. We share videos, trainings, latest intel on cool stuff that's happening. Try this competition. It's coming up and I submitted. Who else wants to submit? All that super cool, super handy. You got all the brains working on all the cool stuff to share with you so that you are not isolated and you are not alone. This year's focus groups are on the topic of memoir writers and storytellers, beginning writers, Bible study writers, fiction, marketing, book publishing and launching, feedback and critique, and accountability and support. So you would choose one or two groups that you want to be part of, and that is a way for you to meet with a smaller group of people within the Academy and really develop those relationships and have those running partners who are focused specifically on the things that are most important to you in the year. We also have book clubs. We adore our book clubs. This is where we nurture your writer's heart, we connect with one another, and we grow in the craft. This year, we are starting off with Walking on Water, Reflections on Faith and Art by Madeline L'Engle. And if an author is contemporary, they always come on the last session of our book club to have a live Q&A with us. But if we do a book with an author who is deceased, then we get a current person who embodies the spirit of that author. And that is none other than our dear, dear friend, and colleague Alan Arnold. So he will be joining us. He was so excited that we asked him to be Madeline's stand-in. We are also going to be looking at Sanctuary, which was written by Susie Flory, with telling Patrick Bartlett's amazing story from Ireland. Susie is a phenomenal, New York Times best-selling memoir ghostwriter and writer. And so we're thrilled to get to look at this book with her. And Jenny Kokert is going to be leading this book club. It's super exciting this year. We also are going to be taking a look at Intuitive Editing, a creative and practical guide to revising your writing with Tiffany Yates Martin. We're super thrilled that she'll be joining us on the final book club session to improve those muscles of editing. So important as we grow in our craft. Those are our book clubs this year. That's a super fun way to grow and to meet one another. We also have a prayer support group that meets monthly. This year we have Tercia Vivier leading us. She says, "It's my pleasure to come alongside FlourishWriters Academy students. Together we will seek God's guidance and his strength in our writing journeys." This is so important because oftentimes the things that stop you, it's the heart stuff. And it's the stuff that we just need the Lord to come. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the year. You face crisis, you face heartache, and this is where you come to just seek before the Lord and have your sisters lift you up in Christ. Cindy Stout is going to be leading our planning work-along group. This is where you meet once a month at the end of the month to review the month and plan for the next month. And she is passionate about planning. She says, "Another year of Flourish. I can't wait to see what God does in this sacred community space in 2024. I am a big fan of the Writer's Life Planning Guide, excited to vision cast and goal set inside the Academy." So Cindy's going to lead you each month to set aside that time to not just think about reviewing and planning, but actually doing it. We also have our learning portal. This is where we gather all the replays, the resources, the digital copies of this and that, the videos and the training and the explanations. And so this is where everything is organized very nicely. It fills up through the year, replays of everything except the prayer group and the planning work along, because that's mostly a work along. All other replays are placed inside the learning portal so that no matter where you are, you get access to everything. Lesty published her book this year. Flourish Writers has been instrumental in this book's development from the beginning. Thank you. It is beautiful. It's heavily designed, a gorgeous workbook for kids to learn about respect and honor. Beautiful. Sandy says, "Your practical classes and coaching calls inside the Flourish Writers Academy provided the necessary steps to organize and publish my book. I can't thank you enough." And remember, you don't have to be publishing a book to join the Academy, but it's helpful to help you take steps wherever you are headed. Mela in South Africa, we've helped her with children's books and other writings that have raised awareness for the ministry work that she is doing there. Marit was in South Africa. She's back in Finland now. And Gladys in Guatemala. What a joy to gather people from all over the world who are here at Flourish Writers. So fun to see Sonia and her children's book. She's got a series now, and they are beautiful and powerful. What a powerful message. So you can see here that there's all kinds of different projects that people work on, blogging, writing articles, podcasting. It's all happening here. So I just wanted to cover a few FAQs before we wrap up this "Is the Academy for me?" overview. So a lot of people want to know, how much time do I need to commit each week? And that's really going to depend on how much time you have and what your writing goals are. But we like to say that you will want at least 1 or 2 hours each week. The more you can get, the more you're going to be able to get to. But basically to just engage at a basic level, it would be about 1 to 2 hours a week. what if I can't attend the meetings live? No problem. We do put into the learning portal all the replays from everything except the prayer group and the planning work along, but everything else is there for you to come back to, and you have lifetime access. So that really becomes a library for you that helps you even in the years to come. When do the live meetings take place? In the academy. So we schedule everything Monday to Friday at all different days and all different times so that we can accommodate as many people in as many different time zones as possible. And then the replays are your backup. But typically, it's Monday to Friday from about 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern New York. So you can calculate for the time zone that you're in and just see how much of that you'd be able to make use of. So all through each month, it varies. We try to place things in a very nice variety all across the board so that we try to catch you if you're working or you're in a different time zone or you travel, all those things. We got you covered. What kind of writers should join the academy? So we attract writers who are coming at their writing from a God, a God call, a God-breathed vision, but you don't have to be working on overtly spiritual content, but your heart is to share, responding to what the Lord has for you. We have writers in all different genres. Jenny and I are nonfiction writers, but we have fiction writers within the academy, and we have fiction writing mentors. So we've got you covered, fiction writers. I'm a beginner. Is the academy right for me? Absolutely. We will help you to approach your writing life with a commitment and the skills and the community that you need to just learn how to do it well, to develop those organizing muscles, those planning muscles, and just figuring it out step by step. I'm more experienced. Will I glean anything new? Absolutely. We have a wide variety of people at all different experience levels. And so you will find your tribe inside the academy. So if you have experience, but you've just been feeling alone, or maybe you feel like stuff is changing, like technology is changing and you're just not keeping up, then this is a great place to figure that out with people who can help point you in the right direction. Is Flourish Writers faith-based? Absolutely. We're a Christian ministry, but you can be working on whatever you want to write just from that Christian ethos. So we have saved you a seat. You can go to FlourishWritersAcademy.com. That's www.FlourishWritersAcademy.com to check out the Academy and read up all the things that it includes and to see the descriptions of all the different parts if you want to just ponder that and see if it would be a good fit for you. So you'll take at our registration page, you'll see some videos that show you the student experience, and take a look at those and just hear students in their own words describing what the Academy did for them. Maybe that will help you to think, yeah, I'm in her shoes too. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So take a few minutes to view those. They're very brief, but that'll give you just from student actual words of, how it was for them. Cynthia Knight says, I know without a doubt I would not have been revitalized to resume my writing had it not been for Flourish Writers, the prayers, and the inspiration I received from the Academy. We love that, Cynthia. And Karen Bruh, one of our Australian writers, she says, the Academy has helped connect me with like-hearted friends for life. The coaching sessions have been like gold to getting published. It's amazing, Karen. Here she is with some of her other books. Flourish helped me get back on track at a time when I was overwhelmed by all the working parts of the self-publishing process. So Jenny and I personally have a lot of experience with self-publishing, and we really love to help people in whatever form they're going to publish. Figure out those steps. It is not rocket science, and it is not too expensive when you know how to do it right. So one of our prayers, our favorite prayers over you and over our students, is from Philippians 1:6. He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. And that is our prayer and our hope for you. We would love to see you inside the Academy. If you want to email us any questions, you're welcome to email info@flourishgathering.com. That's info@flourishgathering.com.